I just finished building my new cheap gaming PC, and I'll try to do another video on that soon. But much needed graphics update and capability to do some recording. So I'm going to do a little test here and introduce the game to you guys. And one problem I do have is in my little office here, I have a window AC, so I don't know how that's going to come across in recording. I might just have to move the office because it's too freaking hot to do videos without air conditioning here in San Antonio. About 100 degrees today. Okay, this is a naval simulation, much like the old battleship board games back in the day. It still has a grid type of system for the map and cannons and whatnot, so you could tell they kind of have some influence from that. This is a really good free-to-play plus optional premium game. So you can install this game and play it for free and get some great enjoyment without spending a dime. But if you want to support them, like I do sometimes, I buy some gold, some premium. And if you look over here, I have no doubloons right now, but you can purchase doubloons, and that'll let you do certain things. If we go look at the tech tree here, there's certain ships like this Texas battleship here. That's 5,000 doubloons gold. So you could purchase that and enjoy that, and at the same time get something real nice and support the company. This is a Russian game. It's produced by Alexander Bogomolsky. I hope I pronounced it right. Anton Opryan, Artur Toktosh, and I really hope I didn't butcher y'all's names, guys. The engine is Big World. Big World's used on a couple of other games, but normally they don't disclose that they're using it. But it's a really good engine. The game came out September 17th, 2015. Okay, so you basically, at this point in time, we have 6 nations. The Japanese Empire. Now this game has real and fictional elements to it. It has actual ships that were deployed, like this Hosho here, and this Hashi date. And then it has fictional ships like the Zhao here, which was from Blueprints. And France is the newest one. Cruisers. Only cruisers. Let's go to the United States. Take a look here. So we've got different types of ships here. We've got aircraft carriers. We've got battleship. We've got cruisers, destroyers, and then your premium or gold ships, which would be a combination of any of these. Some of these are unlocks. Most of these unlock go down. So as you can see, you start with the Samson, and then you work your way up to bigger ships until you get to the top tier gearing, for example, on the American destroyer here. Okay? So, but on this one, in order to unlock the Langley aircraft carrier, you have to come down to the Wyoming and then go laterally. Now, in unlocking, you start off with your base ship here. You unlock your components, and then you can unlock the next ship in the series. Under here you have ammunition and consumables. You typically have high explosive shells, which are basically designed to set things on fire on the deck and cause shock to the crew. And you have your armor-piercing shells, which of course penetrate the armor. Going into the decks, you want to get damage inside the ships in this citadel type of area where all the people are at, and the magazines. Well, especially look at this ship here. We got an armor belt. You know, so different ships are armored differently. With this ship, you don't want to hit your cannons or your torps on the armor belt. You want here, back here in the back somewhere, or you want to go through the top. You can get premium ammunition most times with the blooms. You can also have on your consumables here, which are things like repair, fire extinguishers. This is a battleship repair. This is a general repair party that will put out fires and fix flooding plug holes. There are premium upgrades you can get also. This particular ship has main armaments, and you can get other things here, which will vary by ship. Okay, let's go over here, and on our ships down here, we can select filters of different tiers. There are some other filters too. The nation type of ship, and if it's premium, and ships with or without commanders, etc. So let's just start off with tier 1 and 2 here, and I'm going to show you guys one of the entry ships that you start off with. With each nation, you get the tier 1 ship for free, and you get a number of slots. You can buy ship slots here. Now, look, I have 42. I've purchased a considerable amount of additional slots to build my fleet up. And it says vacant slots 1, so I could purchase one more ship if I wanted to. Okay, let's go back to the Erie here. We're going to take her out for a spin. Erie was an old cruiser from the Navy, and it was used in Alaska. It didn't see much action, but it was one of the first of a new type of ship. It was kind of destroyer size, but it evolved into a cruiser, which is a little bit bigger, multifunction powerhouse. A cruiser is when you want to send forward force, smash up other ships, or a real presence. That's what you really send as a cruiser. And this one does not have torpedoes. It's just got a few main guns, recoilless rifles, single anti-aircraft. Now look at my commander here. Steven Seagal is actually my commander. That's a long story, but I won him through a contest. Steven Seagal is a friend of the Wargamings. He's a big fan of the game, and they even wanted to get the Missouri from his movie into the game, so they've got it as a premium one. If we look under here, it's Missouri here. It's a tier 9 American premium battleship that you unlock with using free experience. If we look how to convert XP, you can spend gold to convert it. So I have enough in here that if I want to spend, it would cost me about $100 to get this ship, which I might do at a certain time. Steven Seagal was supposed to go in this ship, but since I do not have him in there, he's not permanently, he's temporarily assigned to the Erie, which I think he would kind of like, because he likes Alaska and the Indians, so he'd like a cruise up there. So I have not trained his skills. He's got 6 skill points, and you can put these into different categories, increasing your endurance, attack, support roles, versatility. Some of these are kind of pointless, some of them are pretty good. But I will eventually move him in. So let's go ahead and play a test round against some AI, what's called a co-op battle. The random battle is going against players. Okay, operations are missions. We go to co-op, and on the exterior we have the camouflage already selected. Okay, alright. Now if I wanted to look, there's the detectability camouflage, and this is an accuracy camouflage that I have on. It's 4% dispersion, which means the shells are a little less accurate when the enemy is firing to us. So let's go ahead and enter the battle. You're put into a queue, and the queues basically wait for like players to line up and then send you in. We'll see how long this one takes. Should not take too long. Yeah, it says no longer than 30 seconds. Okay, you see we have a real nice water system. Water in games like this is done with the pixel and vertex shader, which is basically part of the hardware on your video card, and it's a mathematical, I don't know how to describe it, but it's a set of math that tells it to distort textures. It gives you that 3D look. Without the hardware, you would not be able to do this in real time. A regular CPU rendering this would take forever. So back in the old days when they did this in movies, they would render it for weeks, basically. You would not see it moving in real time.
Battle starts.
Well, I've got Steven Seagal's voice here. He's ready for combat. If we look on the lower right here, you can see our map, and that's where we're like the old Battleships game. Your quadrant A through J, and then 1 through 10. So that's your coordinates. You can assign your teammates to go there. There's a variety of things you can do. If you see your quick messages here, designating target, thank you, affirmative, negative, requesting support, SOS, good luck. So I want to hit good luck. I'm just going to tap F10.
Good luck, everyone.
And it has Steven Seagal's voice.
Proceeding to assist you.
Alright. The W key is my throttle. If we look down here on the left, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a reverse and a stop. And I've got my hit points, which is 5,300 hit points. So let's come up by these islands here. Yeah, I think I'll go to the galley in the ship and get a sandwich while we're cruising out here. That's a joke. This is a really good game. I mean, especially because free, you know. And I like that model where people can support them if they want to and enjoy a little bit if they want to just test it out. If you want to install it, go online and just search World of Warships and you'll find the installer. That war game. It's for Windows PC only. Okay, so I'm got a dynamic gun sight here. Try to lead the ship a little bit. You see numbers on there. That gives you an idea of seconds of travel. I'm holding down Alt right now, and it says 1.3 seconds. So on this scale, I put 1.3, and I fire, and it gives me a little bit of a drift help on there. Now I'm going to turn the ship to my port side, which is left. If you remember port and starboard, your left hand is 4 letters, left. Port is 4 letters, so that's left. Starboard is right. Your bow is your front, and your stern is the rear. Alright, so we got that guy coming around for this one. And I'm trying to get my shots right here in this soft spot on this bridge. I have the only option I have are high explosive ammunition. Well, I got 2. All right, Steven. Good shooting. We'll get you. Don't worry, Mr. Seagal. Or Captain Seagal. We'll get you the battleship. Just be patient. We're building it right now. All right. Yeah, and I do think my air conditioner is going to turn out to be a little noisy here, so I apologize to you guys. I'm trying to do something about that, but. I'm testing a software called OBS or Open Broadcaster or something. And that's what I'm using to record this with. Okay. So he's 6.2 kilometers. Landing a few shots here in the front. Keep your nose towards the enemy ship, and that's less vulnerability for you and more armor. Expose your sides and you know, if this was a player as human beings, I would be taking shots from the side already. So, these co-op modes, they're very easy. It's almost like a training mode. I've rarely seen players lose these. Okay, so he's been blocked by this island, so I tossed it into reverse here, which is what I should have done a minute ago. So I won't be able to get that last kill. If you look up on the upper right, it's got 46 impacts, 2 disables, 3 sinkings, 3 citadels, which are the penetration hits, and 1 fire. So that's my result in this particular battle. See the little mountain next to my cursor? That tells me I've got a block shot. Okay, it's dropped off, so I've got a clear shot. We're gonna take the shot. Fire. We missed. He turned starboard, so that's why we missed there. Oh, we missed again. See, those shells went over. Are we gonna get the kill shot? Yes, we are.
Enemy cruiser founded.
There we go. There is an introduction to World of Warships, starring me and celebrity voiced Steven Seagal. So it accumulates things here. We have 27,000 credits. We can use this to buy ships and equipment. We have command points, premium command points. There's our total damage done. And again, 3 hits to Citadel, 48 impacts, 2 disabling, like disabling an incapacitation of a turret or whatever, 4 sinkings, and 1 fire. Thanks, guys, for watching. And if you try this game, hope